books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break, run for cover. Bets call the morning steam, it's time to break, run for cover. Bets gonna cover, bets gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money back with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, boo! And a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Halloween. Today, Friday, October 31st, will it be the last day of the Major League Baseball season tonight? Game number 6, when Toronto meets the Dodgers here tonight. We've got some NBA and college football as well, and some NHL tonight. Some steam's rolling in right now in hockey tonight with the Red Wings and the Ducks. There's only 3 games. We got some steam here. Red Wings and the Ducks. Total moving over here right now was 6. And maybe it was 6.5 under right now. That's where it is for sure. Everywhere. Pretty much everywhere. 6.5 under 15, 6.5 under 20. Got some steam coming in for sure. In the Red Wings and the Ducks tonight. With the Red Wings coming in off that back-to-back last night. They were against the Kings there. So, hey, here we are in Halloween, and going to talk a little bit of baseball and World Series with you, but we could also wrap up the action last night in the NFL with the Ravens and the Dolphins. You guys had it right. You guys in the chat, you were all over the Ravens and the under there yesterday in the 28-6 win. The Dolphins, I can't get away from this guy. My man Mike McDaniel, is he going to be fired yet today here after the Dolphins looked totally miserable there? They looked good for about 2 seconds. Baltimore led 14-6 at halftime. Jackson comes back and throws 4 touchdown passes. Why not? As the Ravens, look, for a little slump they were in, they're still a great road favorite. You know that. And they got it done big time there over Miami. Miami, no points in the second half, and we're totally shut down there as Baltimore wins easy 28-6. Let's see who had it in the chat. I know it was a pretty popular play, and hey, at least I won some other games here. Let's see who's here. Crip Keys ready to go. Sixers and Blue Jays. Nuke is here today, and Johnny Walker ready to go. In this one, how do you spend your Halloween if you're a sports fan? Are you like me? Do you just dim the lights and hope no one bothers you? Do you try to hook up on some live streams so you have an excuse not to answer the door? Jerry's got the Dodgers to win, and then to win Saturday. Crip Key says, can they get those bats going? I mean, even Freddie can't hit anymore. Can Ohtani even hit the ball anymore? What's up with the rest of the guys? Crip Key liking that home team. Joe W. Hello. AOD Cash Kane. Chat All-Stars all showing up and ready to go for Game 6 of the World Series. Sancho is here as well. And Bobby Max ready to go. And some more picks there maybe in the chat a little bit. Is that a little more Dodger action, taking that good price? And let's see here. Terrell, he's got last night, he went with a little Tua. I mean, Tua reached a lot of props there still, didn't he? I mean, 40 attempts, too, in the game there last night. But I had a few props scored there with the guys last night, but not all of them. I know we got there on all the waddles, didn't we? Did we get there on the Waddles? All right. The nuke's on the Blue Jays. You know that. And Gosman, look, he's going to have to come through here with another good start. Dodgers are in Toronto. Saw Dave Roberts try to race. What did he try to do? Race Hassan Kim, and he fell and tripped and fell. M. the Great, good morning. Hello. And Jim Neweiger here on a Friday. Jimmy Chushu as well. Hey, you know what? Hey, maybe if YouTube TV, maybe our views are going to go up. I mean, look, we've got already a few dozen of you in here. And without ESPN now, what are all the YouTube people going to do? They're going to be like, oh, no. And they'll just have to go look. And so we'll get one out of every 1 million people will find our show because they can't get ESPN on YouTube anymore. Why do I pay for ESPN plus, and I can't get ESPN there? I mean, come on, it used to be $4.99. Now it's $12.99. What is it? I mean, I can't get ESPN there. I can't get it on my supplier now, right? On YouTube, I'm cut off, and now I can only get ESPN Plus. I mean, I'm an expert streamer. We can get any game we need to. I'm just talking about the rules of the game. I mean, this is a major story, obviously, here right now with usually on all these carrier issues, it rarely gets to the point where, especially when it's one of the major carriers now. I mean, you used to think of like the cable systems or a local affiliate, right, carrying something. This is YouTube TV, like the biggest thing out there right now. As far as I know there's some other, and we probably subscribe to them all here in the States, right? Paramount, Peacock, and I get YouTube TV is my provider, and I can't get ESPN on there right now. That's okay. I mean, I don't watch any talking head shows. I mean, maybe that's why I'm so, Jim, nice day yesterday. Hey, everyone, like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. A lot of games came through here for Greg yesterday. I know I had some winners there in the NHL yesterday. I know that. Had some premium pick winners too. Yesterday, I had a premium winner on Boston. Yesterday, I had Boston. Had a winner here yesterday, premium winner, Calgary and Ottawa over. Had the Flyers here on the morning steam. Mikey had that as a premium yesterday. He also had that parlay, Carolina and Winnipeg. I had the over with the Islanders and Hurricanes as a premium. Had the Penguins here on the show. Had the Canucks and Blues over on the show. Also, Mikey Money had the Rangers there last night. Boy, did they ever come back. Oilers, man, they kind of choked it there. And then I had the over in the Red Wings and the Kings late last night. Eric Acevedo is here. He says, I think Toronto team total over. KG is not happy with this situation, right, KG? They think they're representing us. Right? Everything should be a la carte anyways. I mean, how many things do I not want on ESPN that I could easily pay whatever ESPN wants us to pay on top of it if you get rid of half these channels I don't even want or need? ESPN is the most expensive programming on the carrier, even though you think of it like some, pay-per-view or net, whatever. But I mean, the actual price per cost, when it's on the carrier is like the most expensive channel. Okay, Public Enemy. Thunder came through. Man, they blew them out, the Thunder. NBA last night. I had a little bit of success here on the show at a premium pick winner, Orlando and Charlotte under. Also had the morning steam pick winner here, Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, that was before the news of that Giannis would not be playing. We had them on the show when they were plus 2.5. We also went under, though, after the news came out that Giannis would not be playing. We did have a premium on the under. And let's see here. That's right. We're not getting our food benefits, right? I can afford, the lady said, she had her tickets to the playoff game, but her SNAP benefits got cut off. Toronto run line for Eric. Robert had the Sharks. I mean, look, how long could the Devils go on like this? And maybe the Sharks are showing something. I don't know. NBA winners, those are the only ones I'm talking about. Although Miami, we did take the points. I mean, the morning show, we took 5.5. They were probably getting 6 in some places by the end of the day there, and it might have been a push, but still like Miami and San Antonio, 2 terrific teams so far. Eric with Toronto here. We're ready to start the show, I think. Tulane was garbage. Hey, Greg told us Tulane was, wait a minute, I was on UTSA right here, and we had a premium winner on the over in Tulane and UTSA. I'm not losing many premiums at this point. We are on a winning streak over at winnable.com/Ramon. I can say that for sure right now. I'm on a pretty good roll. Not too many losers over the last 3 or 4 days. Pretty much all winners. You can check it out over at winnable.com/Ramon and see that string of winners for sure. They're coming in like hotcakes over there. Let's see what we got. I know we had some big-time winners here coming in last 24 hours or so. We've already had here Vachero's underway. They were in underway ATP Paris. We had Mboko. Oh, you know what? Mboko, if you had Moneyline there, you should be good to go, right? I mean, match started, went to the second set. Should get a winner there with Mboko. There's our winner with UTSA and Tulane. There's our winner with Norfolk State. There's our NBA winners from last night, 2-0 there. NHL, that's a 2-1 performance there. Tennis last night, 3-0. I could continue to go on and on. Here's some basketball winners. I think this is actually 4-2 though here. So doing pretty good. Please check out my picks over there. And we give you a reminder there on the morning steam now. Mike came up with a great idea to have it in there in the winnable feed. And then there's when I got mad and got those. I still came back with some soccer winners, but I got mad when I went with those overs there. Tennis, we're really clicking here on the indoor hard courts, which I think is my specialty other than clay. So go over to winnable.com/Ramon and check me out over there. And let's have a great weekend, man. I'm going to have a lot of great plays here over the weekend. And we will have premium picks over there. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off all premium pick packages over at winnable.com. All right. I don't think I can do this one well with the banners because I got to have my match. I got to have my comments up there, and we're have a little bit of fun here on Halloween. All right. Let's see here. Will gets ESPN for free, so we're going to go over to Will's house when we need to watch the big game on ESPN. Oh, the comments are going over that. Okay. No Cleveland, no Jared Allen. Is Apache Storm. Greg says Baltimore blew out Miami. Remember Kripke's going against. He's going the fade. He's going like opposite picks. Anybody know who opposite picks? Is it going to go 7? ESPN is not right. You know what, Terrell? Here was a great point. I'm stealing this from the internet, but we had a big controversy, right, the other day in sports, right? What was something happens and you have now the talking heads where it's half comedy. They have such wild takes. Back in the old days, you'd get like Bob Lee, Jim Cossett, and they have like their lawyer up there analyzing it. And that's what you wanted. Who was the other guy they mentioned though? Probably like Tom Mees or somebody. Will Johnson going for it. Eric's on the Blue Jays. Miami did get a push, Greg said. And Ole Miss blowing Tulane. Or what do you say? No, that's not the right game. But I did have the morning steam winners here, right? I had Coastal here on the show yesterday, and I had UTSA for another 2-0 right there with the football. So we're going to keep on winning here right now. Okay. Mike Vick, right? Hey, Greg got me to take. Actually, I didn't know what I was going to do on that game, and Greg said, "You know what? You got to take Mike Vick in that game." And I said, "You know what? He's right." And I took it. I put it in there as a premium. I think I put it as a premium. Greg, I'm going to cut you in on the sales there. Real Deal Prime is here. Hello, Real Deal Prime. Good to see you. Dimitri Mamo is in here. I'm trying to get through these. Man, look at the chat all-stars today. We got all these games. Will, you're right. I should have did a better job. I should at least wore a orange shirt or something. Hey, we got the decorations up, okay? I don't know if I was ever that guy anyways. I'm probably that guy. College football tonight. Greg says, Dodgers, we got to go, you guys. You guys are awesome having this great interaction with me. Okay. Let's just get started right now with the World Series. We've done as much as we can here. And, here we go. I'm going to... Okay, let's see. We have a little bit of a technical issue. I'm not seeing my banners here. Let's see if I had a problem here. I might have to do these on the fly here all of a sudden. Man, what's going on? All right, Yamamoto in here. What the heck is going on? All right, Gausman. I'm bummed right now, you guys. All my banners didn't save or something here. All right, here we go. World Series time. And you guys can start to comment already if I'm going to be so slow on this. But here we go with game number 6. You do have Yamamoto. The guy's been outstanding. I mean, as much as the Dodgers are in a hole right now, it's still, you could toot your horn about the Blue Jays right now. They are a little bit, maybe that's why the Dodgers are still favored in this game. They're Yamamoto, got to put him over Gausman here still at this point. Now, the Dodgers are struggling at the plate. That could be a big equalizer for sure right now because even the best hitters on this lineup are kind of struggling. Could you imagine the Dodgers are actually considering moving Shohei Ohtani down in the lineup batting order in this game? I mean, would you do it? I mean, would you move him third after you've been batting in the same place all year and one of the greatest offensive years of all time, if that's what they needed? Sounds like panic and desperation by Dumb Roberts, but Dodgers just hitting 201 in the series. Meanwhile, Toronto's hitting 261 right now. And if they go on, you can't. You talk about all hands on deck, but Ohtani could be a 1-inning starter in Game 7. Maybe I don't think he can go in this game and pitch necessarily. But when you got Mookie 3 for 23, Max 3 for 20. My man Tommy Edman, 3 for 21. They're just not hitting. And so what will happen tonight when they go up at least against Gausman? And you look at some of the numbers from these guys, there is some notable guys struggling here for sure against Gausman. Kike 1 for 13, Freddie 1 for 9, Edman 2 for 13, Ohtani 2 for 12 with a home run, and Teoscar 3 for 16. That's not great. Now, you do have a couple guys. You got Muncy is 333 against Gausman with 3 home runs. And Pages does have a double off of Gausman. But really, other than that, and there's not enough data with the Yamamoto on this lineup necessarily other than what we know already. So, there's been some success for sure from Yamamoto. We know he's been mowing here. And, hey, maybe that's why the Dodgers are still favored. Now, I think once you get into the extra innings, it's going to be a little more dicey here. I want to take the Dodgers here in the first 5 innings as my play here tonight in the World Series. I'm going to take LA first 5 tonight. I'm going to want to win. I'm not going to go full game on the show here. So let's hear from you. I'm just going to take a first 5 in this one with Yamamoto and the Dodgers tonight. And here we go in the chat. You guys are on fire here. It's going to be a great atmosphere tonight. Hey, you know what? Toronto did it right. LA was a little behind, I thought, in their pregame and stuff. I know it's all kind of league produced as well, but there was just more to it, I thought, of the pregame. It's a little more serious. It's a little less pageantry when you get down to these now when you return to the other city. It's still the World Series with the Bring back the bunting. Do they? You know what I'm talking about? The bunting. I know it's more Americana, but the red, white, and blue that you have up there, maybe just have it red and white in Canada. Red and white bunting. You guys know what I'm talking about? Bring it back. Vladimir MVP. Gausman will get crushed. Will's on the Jays. Apache under total first 3 innings. VAR wants over in this one. So does Robert. I do think Yamamoto is going to deal, though, right? I mean, he's not going to get hit very hard. I mean, or is he just out of gas? Jays end it tonight. Trap God. There's enough for the in here supporting the chat here. I mean, it's a lot of Toronto in our chat for sure. Jays have been disrespected the entire season, says Will Johnson. They probably have, especially when you're riding behind those teams in the American League East that were so solid all year. And the Jays were kind of an afterthought. Maybe Greg says the Dodgers will come back and win in 7. First 5 full game unders there. Go out at 7-3 for Cash Kane. Justin's in the chat. And Timmy, they've seen Yamamoto now. Yeah, but he's kind of one of those a little over the top with how good he is, right? I mean, he's almost like a Ohtani pitcher style. Remember, Ohtani is the highest paid player, right? Well, Yamamoto, he's the highest paid pitcher, and maybe for good reason. I mean, yeah, maybe he didn't win all the awards, but he's sure right in there right now. Like you're expecting him to do something, no matter how you look at it, as objectively as you can be about this. Alejandro for a home run. Timmy Choo-Choo's getting raked in here. Grego has him for 8K. Patch comparing him to Oral Hershiser. And, I mean, setting records that Oral Hershiser would. Here's Kirk on his RBI prop. All right, I'm going first 5. Dodgers first 5 for me in this one with Yamamoto. Take the Dodgers here as my pick. First 5 innings. I think they're going to be oh, man. I'm going to take them on the run line. First 5 innings. -0.5, -130. That's what I'm doing right there. All right. That's it. I caught up with all your comments there. Great job in the comments. I'll be able to keep up with the World Series. One of the best World Series, certainly. Hopefully I want to say hopefully we get 7, but I'm just saying if we end up with 7, us betting fans and sports fans won't be disappointed. We've got a little bit of a Toronto audience here for sure. You know why though? Because I think bettors and people. Canada loves sports betting. That's what it is. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to move on here and get moving to the NBA tonight. And, oh, man, I'm really bummed I got to retype these. Is this really happening? Scroll down here. Maybe I had it in the wrong spot, but ugh. All right. Hawks and Pacers are next.
Final.
We'll do college football after this. All right, here we go. All right, the Hawks come in here 2-3 coming in. We have Indiana 0-4 so far, but they are 3-1 against the spread. So we know they've been injured this season, and yeah, maybe they've been shorthanded. That's been part of their problem, but they've also been underrated in a way by the public. They've played a little bit of a tougher schedule and been an underdog in some of those games and have actually gotten the money in 3 of 4 so far. Meanwhile, even though Atlanta's got 2 wins, they're still just 1-4 against the spread. So I would think that even tonight, even if the Pacers still are trying to get a little bit healthier here, this might finally be the spot for Indiana to pick up a win here against Indiana because Trae Young is out. And man, Atlanta still found their way to be a favorite. I know there's a lot of guys out from Indiana, even Nembhard, Ben Mathurin, Obi Toppin, they're all out. But maybe with Trae Young out, maybe that's just enough. He's the only guy. It's not really any injuries on Atlanta, but I'm going to take Indiana here. They're covering numbers. That shows me that they're still a pretty quality team, it feels like. Eventually here, though, you get some players back and everything. Hopefully they won't be too buried right now, but for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Pacers in this one plus a couple of points. All right, here comes some plays from you guys. There's I know it. I don't like scary stuff for the most part. All right, Hawks here. And Pacers for Justin. Roberts on the Pacers. Will's going to do the college football for us. Sorry, Will. I don't know what's going on. I screwed up, and I don't have the banners. I got to kind of type them in as we go here. So how did I do that? How did I blow that? It's going to be crazy in Ontario. It's going to be crazy in Toronto. Siakam for a double-double. I'm a little Basharo right now. We're watching that. Man, this guy's been the biggest thing in tennis here, making everybody a bunch of money here right now, Basharo. This is going to be a good match, though, for sure. He's down right now, 4-1. So this would be the time to take him. You could wear down FAA here. I know I released Basharo, I'm pretty sure. So, but so far, a good start for FAA. All right, Robert here going under, and Pacers for Tariq. All right, Greg's got it right in there. KP here has good numbers versus the Pacers. Dimitri likes the Pacers. Apache Storm's going under in the football game, the ACC game. All right, I'll keep it moving. You guys are on fire. All right, NYC Bar likes the over there. Next up, we've got Celtics at the Sixers. This one's moved to a pick'em. I'd have to change it anyways. 235 here. Sixers were as much as a 3-point favorite here, but the move is obviously to the Celtics here in this one, clearly. Might be a little bit sharp or a little bit tricky. We know that, for the Sixers, still going to Paul George out here of this one, but it doesn't matter. The Sixers have been great so far this season. What would be different about this game? Boston 2-3. They are 3-2 against the spread. Sixers 4-0 so far this season, and just 2-2 against the spread, but averaging 129 points per game. So far the Sixers are knocking everybody's socks off with this performance, and who saw it coming? I'm sure there'll be some regression here, but on the other end, it's been Boston looking pretty weak so far with that 2-3 record. Now we know they got to fix their whole lineup too and get players back and healthy before this team gets going. So they played on opening night. It was a 1-point game. Remember, the Sixers didn't even cover the spread. Boston covered the spread in that one. The Sixers ended up being like a 3-point favorite in that game, and it was a 1-point difference. Remember, in that first game. So that makes me want to think that the move is right here. I am taking Boston in this one on the show. I'd say the value, quote unquote, might be with Philadelphia here. And hey, if you're taking Philadelphia, you're taking an undefeated team here right now against a 2-3 Boston team that hasn't really proven yet, other than the fact that at least the players that have been thrust into the starting roles have actually looked pretty good. They were kind of the best guys on the team there the other night. So I'm taking Boston though here. I'll be that guy. Oh, must be something up here. Must be something. They must know something. All right, here we go. Cash Cane's on the Sixers, but Robert's on the Celtics. Script Kane says Sixers are playing better ball. I don't disagree with that. The Celtics maybe did show the turnaround that we're finally looking for last game, I think. But can their shooting success continue? Hello to Stop Geo. And 7-6. Now this is the toughest one for me. I had to read it. I mean, it's never occurred in my life. No one said it to me unless I just went over my head. Like, did someone ever put it in the chat or on one of these live stream shows and do it? All of a sudden, this is a thing, and nobody knows what it, other than, what is it, Sean Bradley? Is it Philadelphia 7? So I don't think Eric is saying it's 6-7, right? Oh, no wonder, 6-7. See, I wanted to do a whole shtick on 6-7, and I got it wrong. He was just saying 76ers, and I was thinking of that 6-7 everybody's talking about. 6-7. What did they say? They put it in the dictionary, or what did they do with 6-7, you guys? Robert likes the under here. Sixers playing well with those crazy starters. Take the under, says Barr. All right. Does anybody know what I'm even talking about? Here I'm making a new banner every time. All right, next up, Raptors on the road at the Cavs. Hey, Raptors on the road, but hey, it'll be over by halftime, and we can go to the baseball game. All right, here we go. Raptors and Cavs here in this one. A pretty big number here for a Cavs team that really isn't covering just yet. They're 3-2 straight up, but 1-4 so far against the spread. But the Raptors are 1-4 straight up, and also 1-4 against the spread here right now. So, is that too many points here in a game that I think should be? The steam's already come in on the over, and you got to think there's going to be a lot of points here in this one. Raptors are 4-1 to the over so far this season, and this has been a series. It's been an over here, or let's see, Toronto so far. Been going over, just 4 of the last 6 have gone over in the series here. But, oh, man, let's see what you guys have in this one with Toronto and Cleveland. Go to the chat with this one. Bars on the under. Oh, let's see. I think I've got the 6-7, Joe. Justin doesn't even know. See, I'm more hip. All right. Cavs here, over 238 for Justin. Cavs in a blowout. Right? Robert knows. We're on the 67 here. Hey, where I live, that's like the freeway on the back road. So Apache Storm, Eric Mobley get a bucket here. Evan Mobley, Eric's his dad. Cleveland for Dimitri. Tariq's on the over. SF Niner doesn't know 6-7 either. See, and it was just like made something official, like in American vocabulary or something. I don't know. VAR here is on the over in this one. All right, I don't think I'm seeing enough from Cleveland to cover some points right now against Toronto. I'm going to go ahead and take Toronto. It's probably my least favorite of the games here. Okay, let's keep it moving here. Next up, it's the Knicks and the Bulls. And just a short time ago, as I thought I was typing these numbers in, the Knicks took some steam. The Knicks definitely took some steam. They're up here to a 5.5-point favorite at the Bulls here tonight. That's a move to the Knicks, no doubt about it. And look, maybe this is a game that the Knicks kind of have. They're probably a better team, a better roster than the Bulls right now. But the Bulls are still 4-0 coming in, 4-0 against the spread. I don't think the Knicks are overly special yet, are they here? 2-2 straight up, 2-2 against the spread so far. And not only that, the Bulls haven't done too bad against the Knicks in this series. The Knicks are 1-5 against the spread their last 6 games against Chicago. We know the Bulls have been, pretty hot here coming in, obviously. So, man, I want to take the Bulls here plus the points, especially at 5.5. It's obviously some sharp money or something because, the Bulls are playing pretty good, aren't they? Am I missing it here? I'm going to take the Bulls in this one. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. I know that the Knicks probably have the better team in the long run here, and the Bulls can probably be exposed actually to the way the Knicks do things. But all right, Bulls for Justin here. Well, Greg says they're playing good basketball. He says if McBride plays, the Knicks win. Under for VAR. Joe says the Bulls. I'm on the Bulls. Greg here has an under, I think is what he's saying in this one. Greg's taking the under. All right, Eric's on the Knickerbockers. Have to lay a little. The Knicks are not the bargain side. That's feels like for sure going up from 4 to 5.5 here right now. Although a little bit buyback, there's 5 at some offshore books. The send out was 2.5. DraftKings opened at 2.5. So did the stations. Sancho's on Medvedev today. Jordy's got the Bulls. Robert's got the Bulls here. All right, we're halfway through. Vooch is hot against the Knicks in his last 10. Bulls can keep it close, says Tariq, but the Knicks are due. Don't worry about the due factor. But it is the NBA, so you got to include the due factor. You're right, Tariq. Now I'm going to take the Bulls again. Keep riding them until they give it back. All right, the Lakers are going to be on the road taking on the Grizzlies. And it looks like Luka, could he be back today? You see the line here at 2, so it does feel like he's back in this one. Could it even move even more once he is considered to be totally in the game here, right? Without him, I think anticipated to be in the lineup, there was a line of about 4.5 or 5. And I think here right now, just the fact that he does have a questionable status now that, you know what, the conversation from the media is it looks like he is about to return to the lineup here tonight. So that'd be a good thing because you're still missing, you got Smart here, questionable, Vincent out now. The Lakers have some problems, but the Grizzlies do as well. Ty Jerome is out. Pippen's been out here now for a little bit. Vince Williams is probable. I'm going to take actually the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, where's the let me put the line up here. Lakers and Grizzlies. There it is. I'm going to take the Grizzlies in this one at -2 today against the Lakers. No doubt the Lakers have been doing pretty okay without Luka here right now. Maybe he'll mess up the chemistry. Lakers 3-2, 3-2 against spread. Lakers 5-0 to the over so far this season. Memphis 3-2, 2-3 against the spread. When these two teams meet, 7 of the last 8 games between the teams have gone over as well. And Memphis is steadily going over as well here so far. 3 of the last 4. So I'm going to go with Memphis here, though, in this one and lay it tonight against the Lakers. With Luka back, I can wait here. I mean, we're on the morning steam, so I'm going to lay it right now. But it'll probably be less once Luka's really in and everybody realizes that he's in. Feels like he's going to be in tonight. Grizzlies game to go over, says Justin. VAR's on the over as well. Grizzlies, Tariq says, even if better if Luka was in. And I'm not a straight fade on Luka. In fact, there'd probably be some spots to take him. I'll actually be like after a game like this when they might get beat. Greg likes Memphis to win it, but he's got it kind of right on the number there, I think. Maybe over. All right, not much from you guys, though, in the late. Maybe because of Luka's status, a little bit tentative. We want to get the full story. Lakers first half for Robert. Justin says got to go over in this one. Memphis plays those Lakers tough. Lakers have won 5 of the last 6 against Memphis, so. And I'm taking Memphis myself. All right. The Nuggets at the Blazers. Nuggets favorite on the road, 4.5, 239.5 here in this one. All right, I'm really bummed about this. All right, Nuggets coming in here right now with a record of 3-1, also 3-1 against the spread so far, laying points on the road here. These teams are a combined 7-2 to the over so far this season. Blazers come in 3-2, a 4-1 ATS. Both teams pretty strong here to the number so far this season. When these two teams meet, they've gone over in 6 straight meetings here right now, and both teams have been, like I said, a pretty good over so far as well. So there's a big number and a big total, man, but well, a lot of overs here so far with these two, and the series is a dead over. I'm going to end up taking, though, the points here, I think, with Portland right now. Look, Denver's done a nice job, 3-1 ATS. Portland's covering all their games as well. Both teams scoring well. I'm going to grab Portland here plus these points tonight against the Nuggets. Denver has won 9 of the last 11 meetings between the two teams. That's a little bit daunting, especially when you have a kind of a lower spread. But Portland's done a nice job here to start the season. These home dogs might be getting it done. All right. Terrell's got Ja to have a big night. Robert's on the Blazers. Barr's on the Nuggets. Grizzlies on the Eric Acevedo, who's on the Nuggets, on the Grizzlies. Dimitri likes the Nuggets here. And Justin says Jokic for a triple-double. Okay, I'm going to take the Blazers in that one. And Greg's got it in there. Maybe a little bit of an over there. Maybe Jordy, he has the Nuggets. Laying it. Tariq's on the over. Couple more here. There we go. Oops. Jazz and Suns in this one. These two teams a little bit challenged so far, but maybe it's not so bad for the Jazz, right? They're 2-2, 4-0 against the spread so far. Look pretty good. They're 3-1 to the over. Yeah, they're allowing 120 points per game, but they're scoring 126. Meanwhile, for the Suns, they're 1-4 straight up, 2-3 against the number. They're 4-1 to the over. These two teams are combined 7-2 to the over so far this season. Suns are allowing 126 points per game right now coming in. 8 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone over. And they're both going over here steadily right now. Man, this could be another high-scoring game here. All these NBA totals, they're still going over, it feels like. Maybe they're starting to calm down a little bit, but it seems like they find a way in a lot of these games right now to go over. I think the Jazz are playing a little bit more motivated. I don't know what Phoenix's deal is, but they don't look very motivated right now. 1-4 straight up record here, and I think Utah can come in here and maybe win this game tonight. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz plus the points. And let's see. Keith liked Portland in that other game. Truth Teller, how you been, Truth? Oh, man, great to see Truth Teller in the chat. Eric Acevedo likes the over in the Denver game. Here we go. I think we got some cash gains on the Suns. Barr is on Utah. Keith is on the Jazz. Robert's on the Suns. Greg's got it. This one is a close one. I think that means he likes Utah. Eric's on the over. Dimitri maybe on Utah here. Justin says we're underway in the NBA Cup. Robert goes with the under here. Tariq going over. I'm going to take Utah here in this one. And we got one more. Oh, man. Okay. Pelicans and Clippers. Man, look at this one. Clippers are a huge favorite here. 11 and 222.5. With the Clippers favored. Man, big double-digit favorite here against the Pelicans team that's 0-4, 0-4 against the spread. They haven't looked good. They're averaging just 104 points per game so far this season. So maybe the Clippers could continue to, crush them here. But look, they're favored by 10.5, but the Clippers are 1-3 against the spread. They're not actually knocking it out of the park, 2-2 straight up. So far this season, they're only allowing 109 points per game. I don't know if the Clippers can score enough points to cover the spread against the Pelicans, but if they do, they might beat them 93-81 or something like that. It might be some ridiculous score. Even with all these overs, this feels like that weird under game of the night, the way these two teams are going. I mean, look at it in the total. It's the lowest total of the night by far, and it should be. The steam's already coming in on the under. It was 224.5, and now it's 222. Even though the teams are both 2-2 over under so far this season, but this feels like the low score game here. So, Clippers could blow them out. I'm going to go ahead and take the Pelicans just because I'm getting double digits here, but I'd probably like the under a little better. But let me give out the Pelicans here. I'm going to maybe save the under for a premium because I think that's highly likely. And I'm going to go with the Pels here plus the points, but I'm hoping it's close. I guess I'm hoping it's close. Hold on, guys. The Snapchat is coming in. I want to make sure I get this. All right, here we go. Stop Geo. Laddered up with Maxey there, I think. Clippers will rock them here. Barr says just take them on the money line, put them in some parlays here maybe. 9 Legacy, Clippers, Utah, Trailblazers, Lakers, Bulls, Raptors, and Sixers. Kripke likes the Pelicans maybe to get the money there, but they could give up. Robert's on the Pelicans too. They 0-4 against 1-3. Yeah, you'd think with the extra points there, come on. Clippers double result, though. I think Tariq likes them to roll all the way there. And I think Greg clearly likes the Pelicans here. Right? I gotta get my Snapchat on over here. Oh boy. Okay. Or am I using it for the wrong thing? All right. Yeah, Pelicans got some issues there. You're talking about there, Terrell, with their lineup. Let me see if I can look to see what the actual problem here is. $223 here right now. So Looney is out. We know that. Oh, my man Kobe Sanders is out with knee injury. Anybody know? Oh man, I'm gonna have to look into that. Is it serious? Kobe Sanders is my guy. From Steel Canyon High School. I'm surprised he made the team, actually. I really wasn't tracking that. But he's out with a knee injury, huh? I thought he was going to play for the San Diego Clippers of the G League team. All right. I guess that's it. I've got through the that was the toughest one, right? There's really not that many games here. I've typed in the teams still. It's like I'm double typing them here. Let's go to college football. We've got to type these in. Memphis, -14, 53.5 at Rice. And it feels like a little bit of a mismatch here with Memphis and Rice, but I think there are plenty of people willing to maybe take a look at Rice in this game, with 2 touchdowns. But I'm not sure I'm going to be one of them. I think Memphis right now, look, they've just gotten to the top 25. great record here, obviously 7-1, 7-1 against the spread. Rice, they're going to be home, and maybe they can hang in there with them. But Memphis right now, we got one of the hottest names in coaching. Could this guy be headed to LSU to be the coach here next for LSU? The Memphis coach. Also, Lewis came back last game. What was up with Lewis here? He came back last game. He was ruled to be out of the game, right? I'm thinking of the Tulane coach from yesterday. Anyways, was with Sumrall. But okay, so Lewis came into the game last week. He wasn't even scheduled to play. Memphis has had a dramatic rise here. In fact, some of the sites, right? Didn't ESPN project them in the number 12 slot right now for Memphis in the playoff? I mean, these guys are hot. And they're laying 2 touchdowns over the Rice. Rice is 10-2 against the spread as a home dog in their last 12 in that role. So that's definitely something that should be considered. But I think Memphis is far and away a better team, and I'd be more comfortable actually laying 2 touchdowns here than taking it tonight. Let's see how you guys have it. I'm having some technical issues here, obviously, but okay. Memphis continues to roll here off of last year's strong run. They've won 11 of their last 12 games overall, covered 7 of 8 so far this season. Rice is definitely having issues for sure. That I think just because it's a conference game here and they're pretty good as a home dog, but you got to figure they upset UConn. Is that really an upset when you beat UConn? I don't know. The Tigers are the better team here. Let's see what you got in the chat. The show's blown up on me here a little bit with some technical issues, but okay, Rice for Justin. He does like the dog here. Greg says take. I think he's just leaning to Memphis there. And maybe that is a lean to the over, right? Yep. Oh, no, that's a big lean to the over. In fact, do I have a stale line up there? Sorry, you guys. Yeah, totally stale line there. Yep. Hope I got it right there. 48.5. Sorry about that. That was probably had the lines typed in. I had to retype them in right now, so just blew it. Oh, where's it at? Okay, there we go. 48.5. Sorry. There we go, you guys. 48.5 is the correct current line here in this one between Memphis and Rice. I think Memphis will be the better team here, and I'm going to take them here. I don't know if there's any value left. I guess that's what I could say about the total in this one because it did open closer to 53.5 and has moved dramatically to the under here. Not because of Lewis, because I think Lewis is in the game, right? Despite the injuries, he's not on the injured list anymore. He came back and played last game when he was basically ruled out for just prior to, one of those things again. Oh, just prior to the game starting, here comes Lewis, and Lewis is in there. And he's the one that led the comeback, obviously, there. And now they're not only going to a bowl game, they could make the playoff here possibly. Rice has 2 consecutive double-digit dog upsets in a row. You know what happens after that. I'm taking Memphis. All right, Robert went with the over after I fixed it there. Thanks, you guys. Kripke, 10-2 in their last 12 as a home dog, but they are going up against a little bit of a juggernaut right now in Memphis. No one's overlooking Memphis, I don't think. NYC Bar likes the over. I think Greg Gibson does like it as a blowout. He does like it as a blowout. All right, let's go to Uncle Bill next. Carolina's on the road taking on Syracuse. And, now that Syracuse has had to go to their backup quarterback here this season, it hasn't been great, for sure. It's dramatically affected their offensive production here. And this one's going to be kind of a closely rated game here. It may even actually be more of a defensive grind here between these two right now. North Carolina is playing a little bit better, even if you want to play the fade train with Uncle Bill, or maybe you say, hey, even they can beat Syracuse because Syracuse problems with Ricky Collins at quarterback. Has as many, I think he has more more turnovers than touchdowns anyway, and they were much better when they had Angeli in there because they were averaging 38 points per game. Now they're averaging 13 points per game. It's gone downhill dramatically with him. So still be pretty tough, and scoring is probably not going to be too high here in this one. It might be real ugly actually here. We know Carolina, they're getting close, but they keep doing dumb things like fumble the ball at the goal line and stuff like that. So still, they're going to be competitive in this game. I don't know if it's a blowout here. I'm taking Syracuse here. It may come down to 2 or 3 points, actually, in a ugly, low-scoring game. I'm going to take Syracuse to cover 2.5 as my play here on the morning Steam show. And chosen one, Syracuse and under. Justin likes the under here big time. And Kripke says that, does not like Collins in there. There's Kelly. And she's telling us about Obi tonight. And, will those quarterbacks, will they even play the other quarterbacks here? Under for Tariq. Belichick money line for Greg. Will Syracuse have more quarterbacks in there tonight? Andrews on the under, Barr's on the under, Robert likes the heels. Greg says Syracuse not very good. Will likes Carolina on the money line, and Robert likes the under here. A little ACC action on Friday night. There's one more game, or one more we're covering. There's some FCS. I might have a pick here in one of the FCS games in just a moment. But Sam Houston is taking on Louisiana Tech. And Louisiana Tech's a big 17-point favorite. Sam Houston is struggling now. They were pretty okay when they first came to FBS, maybe rolling off that program. But you know what? Now when you start to get some of these marginal programs in here, you thought it was going to be okay, but boy, it doesn't feel like it has been right now. Still, to have Louisiana Tech maybe cover these 17 points might not be the easiest cover. It might be close, but I'd probably rather take a backdoor or so here. Sam Houston, don't listen. I mean, they're 0-7 and 1-6 against the spread so far this season. They're 5-2 to the over. They're averaging just 17 points per game and allowing 39 points per game. Louisiana Tech is 4-3, 5-2 against the spread. They're 2-5 to the under, allowing just 18 points per game and scoring about 25 points per game. So their scoring isn't necessarily elevated. They do it with defense as well, so could get another ugly game here. This one's already dropped from 48.5 to 46.5 here. We might have some defense in these games here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and take Sam Houston. I mean, if this thing is somewhere in the 40 or low 40s, those points are going to be even more valuable. Hopefully Sam can get on the board and get a couple of touchdowns. That'll help them get the money here tonight in this game. See what you guys have in this one. This has kind of been these big numbers. This is what Louisiana Tech has been laying. Okay, here we go. Syracuse will not beat North Carolina today. North Carolina has too much defense. They are better than Syracuse right now. North Carolina in the under here says KG. Yeah, and North Carolina to the ACC. How we looking, ACC? You know what? I'll take those guys in the end though, Andrew, right? Maybe not this year, but hey, I want your rejects here. Maybe I don't know if that's going to help long term, but all right, UNC to get a conference win. Tech covers, says KG. Sam plus the points there for Robert. 9 Legacy. I think he's got is that Tech? I think that's Louisiana Tech. Yep. KG's got the over. Greg Gibson said, remember, Carolina got that money against, they should have beat Cal, right? And Sam Houston complete that cover for the big number, right? They played teams that are better than they are, too, right? They've been an underdog of quite a bit. Robert on the over here. And Greg here. Oh, man, Greg loves Sam Houston here for sure. He likes Sam Houston in the over big time. That is a strong play from Greg. All right, and that's it for college football. And let me take one play with you here. Idaho and Northern Arizona. I've got the over in this one at 55.5. One of the FCS games tonight. Northern Arizona is a 4.5-point favorite at home as they play this one in the walk-up Sky Dome. And I'm going to take the over with Idaho and Northern Arizona at 55.5. The other game is Brown and Penn. I saw someone comment about Brown in there in the chat, so thank you. I didn't run that, but where was it? The coach from Brown, Andrew, was talking this game here just a little bit. The coach from Brown said, we are a team with no QB, basically he was saying. And Penn's a 12.5-point favorite tonight, 51.5. Great insight, Andrew. Okay. We got a few more here, and if not, we're going to go on to hockey. Delaware State got the win, and Norfolk got the cover. All right, let me go to hockey here, and oh man, I want to type in the goalies. There's only 3 games. I'm going to type in the goalies as well. I don't know what's happened to my. Is there any chance I was like in a different studio? No, I don't know. Is it when I put the Halloween decorations up? All right, the Avalanche here at the Golden Knights. The Avalanche is favored here in this one, $1.15 total, 6 over 15. And we're expecting Wedgwood and Schmid in there. This is going slow. Oh, it'll be worth it, you guys. All right. All right, there we go. Avalanche are on a little bit of a roll in this series for sure. Over the last, and these are pretty familiar opponents, obviously, when you're talking about Colorado and Vegas. Colorado's done pretty well here. Vegas has actually won 6 of the last 9 against Colorado coming in, but I think the last I don't know if I can recite it right now with my computer issue over here. So let me just continue on from the perspective of where we stand with these 2 teams coming in. Obviously, both teams are pretty hot here right now. You got the Avalanche 6-1-4. Knights are 6-1-3 coming in. Both have been very solid. Both team averaging 3.7 goals per game. Why wouldn't this game be 3-3 at the end of regulation or something, right? It feels like this one's going to be a 4-3 shootout. Overtime or shootout game tonight. I don't know if I need to go into it any further than that. 9 of the last 12 meetings between these 2 teams have gone under. So, okay, but Colorado's gone over in 4 of their last 5. I'm going over. I'm predicting a 4-3 final. Exact score. Vegas 4, Colorado 3. Overtime or shootout. Golden Knights win it by 1. Here we go with the chat. Right. Well, the graphics are over the over the Demon Hour here for Trap God, I think. Hey, the action's been, man, is it me or I know it's been talked about, but the court is slow. This is supposed to be indoor hard court, and it feels like you're playing on the carpet at the church on the Friday night, uh, church gathering, and playing the indoor basketball on that carpet that you get carpet burns. Am I outing myself as a guy who plays church league basketball at night on carpet? Robert VGK, Robert's on the over. Cash Kane, Avalanche team total, over. Golden Knights money line and the over. NYC bar is on the under. Oh, Cash Kane has it 7-3. Greg says 4-3 Colorado. Cash Kane, though, on Vegas. He meant 4-3 Vegas with me. Tariq's on Vegas money line. There's Will Johnson on Colorado. This is a great game. Do note, I'm sorry, you guys. This is a big note. The game is at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific here in Vegas. It's a 1 o'clock start time here in Vegas. There are some trends. It's like a Mikey special. The trends on Monday afternoon. I can't do it. But there are some trends here on Monday not Monday, but afternoon. All right. So I'm going to take the over in this one. I think it will be 3-3. Maybe I don't know who's going to win actually, but it is going to be 3-3, and then it'll go to overtime or a shootout, kind of like the what happened to the Oilers last night. Oh my gosh, Oilers! I mean, talk about a choke job. Colorado money line first. Will says get it going early on the matinee here today. How about it? Got daytime sports. Are they playing it because of Halloween? You don't want to be. You don't want to be running a sporting event at Halloween night on the at the T-Mobile Center right off the strip there, right? It might be a little even too not family friendly or something. Is that why? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to wait till afterwards, but I'm going to look it up. Why don't we have that? Oh, Basharat. It's come to an end. But Tariq, you know what? Think of all the money you made on him. He's on a 9-2 spread run on the game spread. That's my favorite. I like to follow the game spread. It's like betting the spread, right? Why wouldn't you follow this records of the game spread to determine what the public's doing? Yeah, this match is over. I mean, Felix is serving for the match here. Okay, let's keep on moving on here. We got the aisles. Okay, you got the Isles here in Sorokin. Sorokin is confirmed in goal. The Islanders are on a back-to-back. And, man, everybody knows what to do when you're on the Islander games here, right? Go over. The Islanders are on fire with these overs. They're 9-1 to the over right now. And when you're talking about a $2 spread, you might be looking for other ways to get involved. Capitals with Thompson here. 215, maybe 6 over 20. Vasher, you might break him here, actually. Won the first 2 points. All right, there we go with Sorokin taking on Thompson here. And, hey, you know what? Maybe they could look to the Islanders here in this one, plus a goal and a half. Look, Sorokin's not a terrible option. Yeah, the Islanders are on a back-to-back here. They're 4-5-1, but they're 9-1 to the over. So, hey, they can score some goals. Thompson's been very solid. I get that, but I'm going to take the puck line here with the Islanders today. Yeah, I know they're on this back-to-back here after the game there yesterday against the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes blew them out 5-2 or whatever. And, well, Hurricanes are a little bit better than the Capitals anyway. We know the Capitals are pretty good, but they're just 6-4 so far this season. Capitals are only scoring 2.7 goals per game. Now they're only allowing 2.2, and the Islanders are allowing 3.9. But I'm going to take the Islanders here plus 1.5 tonight at minus $1.35. I think I'm going to take the Islanders on the puck line here. And see how you guys have it. Colorado trick or treat. Justin's going with those that over again, right? You can't stop. It can't stop until it stops you, or until you start realizing it's not continuing to happen. Capitals here. Capitals puck line for Cash Kane. Time to fade. It's a robot says its time is up. But you know what? At least it's still only 6, right? In fact, it opened. I want to say it even opened up 5.5. Yeah, 5.5 open 5.5 over at a lot of joints, and then moved up. Good morning to Cliff Floyd here. Will's got the Red Wings. Bar likes the Caps on the puck line. Robert says, "Do it. Take the aisles. Go the other way." I will say this, right? I didn't look at the numbers just yet, but puck line dogs in this range, right? There was a lot of 1-goal games in every game, every night. Look at last night. How many games was it? 4 or was it 5? Was it 5 games that went to overtime again? And it's every night. Doesn't even and some of the dogs in the upsets too. We already know the good games are kind of having close games. So are the other games. Is every game a 1-goal game? I know there was 6-3 last night or whatever, but there's 1-goal games going on right now for sure throughout the. And I might be a dumb broad. There might be a dumb broad take. With all due respect to all the great lady cappers out there, I didn't mean to say that. All right, Caps for Tariq. Isles defense very suspect. It's more the defense than the offense, right, Trap God? Caps will go wild there. Okay, but I'm trying it. I'm going Islanders here to keep it going here a little bit. All right, one more. Got to type in just one more. Oh, man. Red Wings and Ducks. And, hey, we got a story. We got a story here, right? You got the Red Wings coming in here, and you got the man Gibby coming in to play against the Ducks. All right, you got Gibson here coming in, taking on the Ducks. You know they still love Gibby in Anaheim. How can you not? He's confirmed in this one, 4-2 record, 3.2 goals against, 87.5% save percentage. Luke Dostal, 3-3, 2.84 goals against, and a 90.5% save percentage. Now the Steam came in on the over here, and you don't want it to come in on the over thinking we're going to have an over here on Gibby night. So, oh man, but it does feel like it is going to be a high score. I don't think the Steam is wrong. It's 6.5 under 15 here right now, and maybe the Ducks are slightly favored, but it's a pretty high total. Gibby, isn't Gibby going to come in here and turn in a performance? Red Wings did play last night as well there in that game against the Kings, and they got the win there 3-2, right, in overtime, or was it a shootout there last night? But so it is a back-to-back here for the Red Wings. And let's see how you guys have it, though. In this one with Detroit and Anaheim. Anaheim has won 6 of the last 8 games against Detroit. Several of them came in this same situation, play the Kings first and win or lose. It wasn't determinable enough to break it down, but win or lose, and then come in and play the Ducks the next night and lose in the back-to-back 2 night. It definitely has happened a couple of times doing this little road trip in this fashion. They don't always do it this way, but the times they have gone that way. But I'm going over in this one between these two in the game at 6.5. I'm going over. I hope I'm not rooting against Gibby here, but I'm taking the over tonight with the Red Wings and the Ducks. I think, you know what? Stop me if you've heard this one before. I might be 3-3 here. Or maybe it'll be 2-2, but okay, here we go. A few more comments from you guys on this one. Ducks money line for Robert. Larkin for a goal, says Cash Kane. Will says take the Red Wings. Trap God. Greg says 4-3 Ducks. That's what I think right there. 4-3 Ducks, Greg. That's what I think. Tariq says he'll take the Ducks. I think the morning steam is over, you guys. Thank you for joining me here. I know Basharat just lost. What a run. He's still 9-3 on the game spread in the last 12. So, all right. Please consider joining me over at winnable.com/Ramon. Been pretty hot over there. I think we just lost one, but that's okay. I've still been on a wild hot streak here over the last couple of days for sure. And use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off those premium pick packages. We're going to have a drawing here in just a moment to win my picks, which, hey, I think if you got the free picks over the last couple of days, you probably would go ahead and renew with me at 50 cents a day, $19.95 a month. By the time you put the promo code on there, and by the time I throw in the extra days, it's like 45 cents. It might be 40 cents a day. So if this show is of any value to you, maybe 40 cents, why not consider subscribing to my picks that come out 30 to 60 minutes before game time with my top plays of the day, reaffirmed plays here. I know I give out a lot of plays here, but yeah, I want you to know what side and total I'm on in all the games. I mean, I look at every game. I try to be realistic about it, but I do have some plays that are better than others, and I send those out as my premium picks here. So please consider subscribing to these plays over at winnable.com/Ramon.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, someone's going to win those plays right now. A 1 month subscription, a $20 value. There we go. Terrell, Robert, Nine Legacy, Trap God, Justin, KG. The winner is Justin. He's already on a lifetime subscription, but why not? I'll just make him take my picks for yet another month. Thanks for everything, Justin. I can't wait to hook up with you again, and our work is not done. So really appreciate you contributing every morning here to this show, and always rooting for you in your ventures. So thank you to Justin today in the chat. And that's it for the Morning Steam. We'll be back tomorrow with more Morning Steam. And hey, you know, it's Saturday, so we'll be doing UFC tomorrow with Mikey Money and Jeff M. There's great Breeders' Cup coverage I want to mention there with the Razor over on his channel. We're looking forward to that. I'm going to try to get over there. We'll see what we can do with this big college card. Man, don't forget college basketball. There's only like 50 games on the first night. There might be more on that first night on Monday, but do have the companion stream here this weekend for UFC, and you can catch VB MMA picks as well. We had our picks ready, locked and loaded here for the action on Saturday. Check out the shows from the guys and check out First Strike as well. The guys have their top picks this week with their show. So you can get a start on the winners. Hopefully this weekend, I'll send out my package of full card selections on Winnable for the entire card from Vegas here on Saturday. It's going to be a big weekend. Of course, the World Series. But, hey, you got those plays here right here with me. So, all right, that's going to do it for the show. Really appreciate everybody in the chat. And be back tomorrow. Hope I catch it all. Hope I've got it all there in with you. And, yep, Johnny, we did. Took over in the Idaho and Northern Arizona game tonight. I took the over, Idaho and Northern Arizona. I actually going to have a premium pick, I think, on that Brown Penn game, unless it was already given away. But hope it doesn't matter if it was. All right, thanks to everyone, Cash Kane, to Robert, to KG in the chat. Have a good Halloween, everybody. And thanks to all. And let's see, Tariq's talking about Tariq. I'm over on that, so I got a premium. I think in that. I think I went premium in that one. Hope we get it right. All right, that's it for the Sports Money Network. I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the